Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Alex Avila with Love University, and we're back. I'm an author, psychologist, and speaker. Every week, we talk about how to love ourselves, others, and a higher nature, how to improve our finances, career, relationships, health, and spirituality. We've been talking about my book, Invincible You, Discover Your Inner Power and Achieve Your Heart's Desires, a book on how to master the inner workings of your mind so you can have great success. And our topic last week, and we're continuing this week, is the final key: extend loving energy without expectation. How to give love to others without expecting anything in return. We'll start today by talking about Love Q, the new intelligence that will change your life. As we get deeper into our study of loving energy, we realize that love is more than just a feeling or even a state of mind. It is a form of intelligence, a power that can be used for the good of yourself and others. You probably know about standard IQ, the ability to learn from experiences and adapt to changing environments. You may also have heard about emotional intelligence, successfully managing emotions and relationships. Now there is a new form of intelligence, which is called love intelligence, also known as Love Q. Love Q is not just about being smart in relationships. It goes far beyond that to encompass a psychological and spiritual way of being in which you fully maximize your potential on Earth. This Love Q contains essential psychological and spiritual characteristics that make up a whole and healthy human being. These vital elements include compassion, empathy, kindness, patience, generosity, and gratitude, just to name a few. When you have a high level of Love Q, you understand yourself and others better, and you achieve more emotional balance and harmony. By increasing your Love Q, you also receive many real-world benefits. People who are high in Love Q often are healthier, more productive at work, make more money, are better leaders, and are able to create better family, friend, and love relationships. When you have a high Love Q, you will initially feel love internally as an energy, a sense of compassion and empathy, as you realize the limits of human life and the boundless nature of the human spirit. Then you can externalize that energy through your personal relationships with people and the good works you are able to give to the world. Imagine if we lived in a truly loving Earth where policemen, psychologists, armies, and weapons of mass destruction were essentially obsolete and eliminated. In this type of society, crime wouldn't exist. Before someone committed a crime or violent act, they would feel empathy toward the people who would suffer because of their actions, and they would abstain from doing the wrong action. Instead of violence and hatred, they would offer peace and compassion to others, and they would receive the same in return. Simply put, love is the higher power, also known as God or nature or spirit, as manifested in human beings. It is an essence that surpasses mere words. What we do know is that love is the strongest force for good in the world. It has the capacity to bring people together from all nations and walks of life, to heal the hurting and bring peace and contentment to all who come under its influence. Here's a beautiful truth. Even the briefest experience of love without expectation can transform you, giving you a glimpse into the meaning of a higher or universal love. This love transcends mere words and comes from a source that has many names: God, Creator, nature, essence, and spirituality. True loving energy without expectation is a virtue the blind can see and the deaf can hear. As long as there is one person you can console by words or enliven by your presence, then you are a precious possession to the human race. You can make a positive difference in the world, one person at a time. When you experience love of this magnitude, your face will shine and your heart will sing. You will be encompassed by an amazing feeling that is difficult to describe. With this type of love, you will experience many other positive emotions, including compassion, gratitude, forgiveness, peace, and love. You will be transformed from an ordinary human being into a person who is well on their way to having an invincible mind. Another important thing to keep in mind is that Love Q brings daily power. Love Q may sound idealistic and even fanciful to some, but it is actually a very practical and useful trait to have. With a high Love Q, you will not only have better relationships, but you will also do better in business, money-making, health, and a dozen other practical issues. For example, when you have a high Love Q, you have an enhanced sense of empathy. Because you quickly see the position of other people, you can come to better agreements, deals, and understandings with others because they sense that you have their best interest in mind. Consequently, you will have mutually beneficial business dealings, and you will make more money because people will want to work with you. Also, when you raise your Love Q, you operate at a high level of clarity and efficiency because your mind is not overly burdened with unfulfilled expectations, trying to get other people to like you or to get along with you. You exude a natural higher intelligence that attracts the right people and circumstances into your life. With a strong love Q, you also have stronger personal relationships because you exude a high level of compassion and patience. Friends, family, and loved ones will want to be around you because you are supportive, loving, and kind-hearted. Not only are you more loving toward others, but you are also more loving toward yourself. You will take better care of your health. You will make sure that you maintain the best diet, exercise, and sleep habits. As a result, you have more energy and you feel better than ever before. You also won't be as tormented by what we call the monkey mind, the chattering voices in your head that warn you about all the problems you will be facing, like a little monkey. You will quiet the tormenting and repetitive thoughts that keep you worried about all the things you have to do. The people around you will also take notice in the difference in you as you become more compassionate, patient, and open-minded. So let's look at some tools now to help raise your love Q so you can enjoy this new and marvelous state of being. One of the essential elements of love Q is patience, what we call the selfless way. The ability to wait for the good things to come to you so you can enjoy each moment with complete awareness. Patience is the glue of mental health, the mindset that prevents you from rushing into bad situations and unhealthy relationships because you know that the best things in life will come to you in due time. Impatience, on the other hand, is inner restlessness. It is a compulsive desire to escape from the now, to have something exciting and stimulating going on at all times. Jonathan, my producer, as I'm thinking about this patience and impatience, I know we live in a very impatient society. What's your experience with this?
I consider myself pretty patient, waiting in line for Space Mountain at Disneyland.
Okay.
Flying, I just
Yes.
kind of oogle off or just be in my own thoughts or even when dating. I remember I was dating this one girl.
Yes.
She's like, oh yeah, pick me up whenever you can. So then I text her, oh, I'm right outside.
Oh.
I literally sat in my car for 3 hours just waiting for her to get ready.
Okay, so you were definitely very, very patient. Now,
Yeah.
Did she appreciate it or she didn't appreciate it?
I don't think she did.
Okay. Well, that's a very amazing trait to have, patience, because the impatient person is rarely happy when they are in the present. Consequently, they're always looking to go to the next and better place, to meet the more attractive and charming person, to grab the bigger financial reward. The impatient person also lives by the clock, always checking it to see if there is something they should be doing, and there usually is. Unfortunately, impatience dulls a person's compassion. It plants the seeds of self-absorption and selfishness. In big cities with modern technology, we may start to perceive human requests for companionship and assistance as interrupting plans for our free time. With an impatient mindset, we can lose our capacity to enjoy the people we live and work with. We are too impatient and busy to spend time with them. When you live with patience, on the other hand, you live an entirely different life. You experience each moment as full and rich. You realize that there is ample time to live in its fullness. Living patiently is when you invite others to share in your seemingly endless time. With patience, you are also more tolerant of people's flaws and weaknesses. You realize that human beings can have certain moods, sometimes cheery, other times grumpy, based on the circumstances. You understand that people and situations change over time. Today's angry acquaintance can become tomorrow's loving friend. When you are patient, people respond better to you because they feel that you care about them and you understand their point of view. In turn, they will be more likely to see your point of view and help you achieve your goals. When you practice patience, you're not only becoming more patient with others, but also with yourself. You give yourself a break if you're not accomplishing your goals as quickly as you thought you would. You forgive yourself for any flaws or inadequacies that you think you may have, while realizing that it takes time for you to grow and develop as an invincible human being. You take time out to take care of yourself, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. As a result of being patient with yourself, you love yourself more, not in a selfish or ego-centered way, but in a way that replenishes your energy and allows you to give more to others. To become more patient, practice slowing down your pace in life. Try this exercise. Think of patience like a muscle that you can make stronger by exercising it, by practicing patience on a daily basis. Starting today, experiment with living a slower life. Eat slower. Walk with full awareness of where you're going. Take time off from work to socialize with your friends or to do something fun. Observe and model yourself after people who are patient, perhaps a contented elderly person or someone that simply is relaxed and easygoing. See how little in life bothers them. They know there is plenty of time for everything, and they are often calm in the face of difficulties. When you first begin to develop patience, you will likely encounter resistance from your foe, the rush weakness, as it tries to frantically push you to act quicker, faster, more urgently, yelling at you that life is passing you by. You have already wasted too much time. You can use the resistance of the rush weakness in your favor, like a person who adds extra weights to improve their strength when working out. Every time you slow yourself down to savor the moment and do things right, mark it as a win over the rush weakness. When you slow down, you will paradoxically achieve faster results because you're maintaining full awareness of everything you're doing, and you're cutting down on the mistakes that you've been making. As you become more patient, you will find daily moments, small pockets of relaxation, in which you can practice your patient mindset. Perhaps you will take a brief walk around your neighborhood or nearby park as you breathe deeply. Or you may meditate in your backyard or park for a short period of time. You can also do some physical exercise or mindfulness exercises, or play with animals or children for a while. All these activities will help you relax so you can focus on the joy of the present moment. As you become more patient, you will find that you will enjoy a better relationship with yourself and others. With less stress and pressure in your mind from impatience, you can give yourself more time to nurture relationships and relish the special moments of your life. Another important element of Love Q is compassion, the desire to relieve the suffering of others. When you have a high level of compassion, you realize that no one is perfect in life, and that people suffer from their own nature, whether it's gloomy, depressed, critical. At the same time, you realize that being compassionate to others will also help you heal from your own suffering. Your outward expression of compassion reflects itself inwardly in the form of self-love and self-forgiveness. Here's an experiment you can try to increase your compassion. It is called breathing out compassion. Now, Jonathan, my producer, I want you to try this right now. Go ahead and put your arms to your side, close your eyes, take a deep breath, inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. I want you to think about the suffering of humanity. Think about couples as they go through a divorce, families caring for sick or dying children, animals, or parents, those who are struggling with financial problems, addictions, loneliness, or depression. So everyone at home do this as well. Close your eyes and imagine the suffering out there. Now take a deep breath and visualize that you're breathing in, inhaling all the difficulties and pain of the people around you. Start with those closest to you, your family and friends, and then spread out to your entire community. Inhale. Now, as you inhale their troubles, visualize exhaling peace, love, healing, and compassion. Exhale forcefully and slowly. Do that, Jonathan, now. And as you do this, imagine that you're sending out a stream of loving energy with a certain color, perhaps blue or white. As you project this colored light to others, visualize that you're helping them heal from their maladies and problems. Take another deep breath. Inhale. Suffering. Exhale. Love and compassion. Imagine that you're giving these people your energy, talent, compassion, and love flowing from you to them to help them heal their wounds and bring light and positivity into their lives. Imagine that their tears are being dried and their faces are now beaming with happiness as you bring inner peace into their lives. Continue inhaling and exhaling. Take a deep breath, Jonathan. Exhale. Inhale darkness, disease, and happiness. Exhale with the thought, may all beings receive my happiness, faith, and fearlessness. Open your eyes, Jonathan. How do you feel right now?
That's something.
Okay, what's something do you feel now? You're giving love to other people. You're inhaling their suffering, but you're giving out love. Mm-hmm. How do you feel internally when you do this?
I feel like, I don't know, it's like a very large weight to bear. And it's also like you're using your energy to help others in a way.
Right. So when the weight leaves you as you exhale, how do you feel then once you unburden yourself of the weight?
I guess like a sense of relief, I guess.
Okay.
Or like you're just like letting go of the stress and all that stuff.
Yes, but also you're bringing love, John. This is what a lot of people miss. That the loving energy that we have inside is natural. And when we express it to other people, it actually comes back to us in many ways. So we actually feel lighter and more joyful at the same time. And as you do this, some people think, well, wait a minute, I need to take care of my own problems, my family. I got a lot of stuff that I have to work on. Yet the truth is that there's a great benefit in doing this exercise. When you visualize yourself giving away your advantages, assets, and delights to others, even to those you don't know, you discover that you have an abundance in your life. You realize that you have much more positive resources to give than you can possibly imagine. You have infinite psychological and spiritual riches. Now, Love University students, I want you to look around now during this week and see where you can offer compassion to others in the real world. Assist the needy and disadvantaged. Give advice to a grieving person. Help a homeless person with basic necessities. Volunteer to be a role model for children. Be a companion for elderly people who are lonely, or even people who are lonely in general. On a daily basis, give more love to others. With your heightened sense of compassion, you will also give more love to yourself. You will practice self-compassion. When you need a rest day or a mini vacation or a real vacation, you will take the time to regenerate and rejuvenate yourself. You will take better care of your health, diet, and exercise so you can live a long, fulfilling, and healthy life. You will forgive yourself for any mistakes you have made, and you will praise yourself without arrogance or conceit for all the good you have done in the world. At the same time, you will look forward to all the good things you can still accomplish while you're still here on earth. And finally, we come to one of the most powerful elements of Love Q or Love Intelligence, which is empathy building, also known as reversal of destiny. Empathy is the ability to put yourself in someone else's shoes. It is a powerful tool for growth and understanding people, and is an important part of Love Q. When you are empathetic to other people, you place yourself in their mindset, and you see the world as they see it. As a result, you can communicate with them in a way that connects at the deepest level of their desires, values, and goals. Because you can sense their joys, sorrows, excitements, and disappointments, you can clearly see what motivates them and what pushes them away. As an empathetic person, you will be a better business person, friend, partner, parent, and citizen. You'll have more solid relationships based on equity and mutual respect. You can persuade others to act for a higher good, and you can motivate and inspire them when they feel down or disillusioned. Best of all, you will feel better about yourself because you are a caring and loving person who sees the world as an interconnected place, recognizing that deep inside we're all the same. We love, we laugh, we cry, and we want to live the happiest life possible with those we care about. So how do we raise our Love Q on a daily basis, our love intelligence? One of the best ways is to practice giving love without expectation. As you do this, you will begin to see the evidence of love in many places. You will see it in a mother feeding her infant, a child saying goodbye to their beloved parent as they die, the joy of a couple in love holding hands, and the bliss of a believer worshiping a higher nature, God's spiritual essence. When you become aware of these daily examples of loving without expectation, otherwise known as unconditional love, you will feel elevated and joyous. You will experience the beauty of this exalted state that goes far beyond mere mortal experience and life on earth. It is the only thing left when a loved one dies, the unconditional love you have for them. Now, some people may think that Love Q is an unrealistic concept, the fanciful and naive notion that we can all love each other and live in a peaceful and harmonious world. Perhaps it is somewhat idealistic to think that love can permeate the world, but it is also very realistic because loving energy is a force that can be felt, it can be measured, and it can grow. Think of Love Q like a type of equity that you can increase to add value to your life and the lives of others, much like you would increase the value of your home if you made improvements on it. Yes, it's true. When you extend loving energy without expectation and raise your Love Q, you will be one step closer to living the invincible life and reaping many benefits. You will be inwardly peaceful when attacked by others. You will be relaxed and harmonious. You are no longer anxious and frustrated. You will love and do what you like. Genuine love harms neither yourself nor others. Your relationships will be more loving. Your finances and health will improve. Your happiness will increase, because you will genuinely love yourself and others without self-centeredness. You will clothe yourself with strength. You will put on your garments of splendor. You will shake off the dust. You will free the chains from your neck. You will be invincible. So Love University students, extend loving energy without expectation, love intelligence, or Love Q. These are essential elements of a happy, successful, and loving life, where you give to others without expecting anything in return. When you raise your level of compassion, your level of empathy, so you can feel as others feel, you can help to relieve their suffering. In the process, you will also relieve your suffering. In the process, you will also take care of your own emotional needs. And you can be the best person you can possibly be. So Love University students, go out this week and extend loving energy without expectation. Smile at other people, give them sincere compliments, help, listen attentively, and be the role model of patience, of compassion, and of love. If you want to be on the show, Love University, if you have any questions or comments about today's show, you can reach us at 310-226-8090. Visit us at loveuniversity.love and email us at loveuniversitylove@gmail.com. You can also like and follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Love University Podcast. Follow us on Twitter at Love Letter U Podcast. You can subscribe to us on SoundCloud, Spotify, Podbean, and iTunes. So until next time, Love University students, go out and extend love energy without expectation, raise your love intelligence, and give everything you have so you can receive in return, especially love. This is Dr. Alex Avila. This has been Love University. Put away your notebooks, your iPads, your phones. Class is now dismissed.